Greetings to my team of 144, all Starseeds, Lightworkers, and Wayshores. It is 10-10-2019, 10-10-10. Portals are open fully now. What an intense and strange day it was. Let us know what you experienced today. Many things coming through the field. I made a new friend today, another Lightworker. It was my nephew's and niece's birthday today, 10-10. My nephew turned 10, my niece turned 13. Brother and sister on the same day, 3 years apart. So I went to a new metaphysical shop in town in Lakewood, Ohio called Bear Soul Studio, and that's B-E-A-R, like the grizzly bear. And the owner of the shop was Lisa Owen, who was one of our divine feminine sisters of the light. And of course I went there to find gifts for my nephew and niece, and of course coming from Uncle Paulie, it had to be something mystical and unique. So I found some sacred crystals in there. And Lisa is a medium, a spiritual intuitive. She does spirit paintings for people. You can check out her website, bearsoulstudio.com, B-E-A-R-S-O-U-L studio.com. She has many interesting and unique items, tools for exploration. And Lisa's also worked with many native elders in the medicine way, the medicine wheel, in the Lakota Sioux and the Ojibwe. She's from Minnesota and moved to Ohio and opened a store, I think about a year ago. So just going into the store, I already felt the energies. Plus, with this portal opening, downloads coming in today were very intense. And as I walked in with all these sacred stones and our ancestors surrounding me, I was in that field of pulsating energy. And as we were talking, she took me to the back of her store where there's sacred stones locked up, and she said that there was a stone that wanted to meet me, and I already felt it calling to me, felt the energy. She pulled out this beautiful geode stone of crystal and I believe citrine, and the moment she put it into my hands, the chills started flowing through my body. The angelic realm was coming in. Tears came to my eyes. It was an old friend. I'm feeling it right now, just talking about it. And then she said there was another stone that wanted to meet me, another rock, and it was this beautiful pink, soft pink stone with many little points. I forget what kind it was, but holding it in my hand, it was almost like a heart shape, pretty big, about 12 inches wide, and I held it to my heart, and the energy is just pulsing off of this, was opening my heart center and feeling the crown opening and just the energy flowing. So we spoke for about an hour and had a great discussion, and I plan on potentially interviewing her in the next couple of weeks for this channel. Part of my vision is to start bringing in other Lightworkers to connect and transmit their teachings and transmissions through this channel through the end of the year. First, I'm going to do my best to bring the Divine 44 as a group to all of you to help assist through this Ascension energies and to transmit our highest codes, our highest light, our highest love. And then later in the day, I went to a client's house to help her with her computer. She was 86 years old, and we spoke for about an hour, and she was starting to tell me about her grandson that collects rocks and stones, and I pulled out the crystals. I bought 4 crystals. Part of the vision I was getting today in meditation from my guides is to start carrying. I've gifted many rocks and stones over the years and have many on my altars and at home and at work, and I sleep surrounded by different rocks and minerals. So I showed her the crystals I bought and then gave her the woman's card and said you should, check out the place to potentially get them gifts in the future. And then she started telling me about her ancestor, who was one of the alleged witches in the Salem witch trials, and she was one of the women that got hung. I knew the name, it escapes me right now, but she went into detail about how there was over 140 men and women, mostly women, that were arrested and jailed in Salem. And I've been to that location to anchor in my codes into the grid there. But going into that museum, I was there with my aunt back in like 91. in Salem, Massachusetts. And just going into the place, being a sensitive and empath, intuitive, I immediately felt nauseous and uncomfortable, especially when they take you into these rooms and there's like the devices that they used for torture and that, which made me nauseated from the energy coming off of them and of the place. So I had to get out of that place, but I was able to anchor in to the best of my ability at that time, the light and the codes and the love from my heart center into that grid there, that negative portal. So she explained that her ancestor was one of these witches, people accused of being a witch, and she said that, which I've heard this before, that at that time, that if people that were accused of being a witch, if they admitted to it, they would release them and let them live. And if you denied being it, they killed you, which was very strange and twisted philosophy. I mean, anything like that, we come from judgment and separation, to me is twisted and obnoxious. But she said through it all, her ancestor stood her ground, and she said she lived, she never admitted being a witch. And it was ludicrous, the accusations that were made against her. And she basically, in the trials, which she had a bunch of books, gave a lecture on this, and she was saying that this woman said she lived a virtuous life. She's not going to confess to being something that she's not. She stood her ground to the end, and she ended up being hung to death, and she was one of the many. So that energy was coming through. And this woman, this 86-year-old woman was telling me about her grandfather that was part of the gold rush in 1840s. An amazing woman, and we had a good connection and enjoyed each other's conversation, and then gave each other a hug as we parted ways and went about my day to go into more strangeness. But I can go on and on. There's just so many synchronicities today, and every day is becoming more and more synchronicities as we go through our days. So let us know what you experienced today on this 1010 Galactivation portal. The glorious moon is shining brightly tonight. We're coming up this weekend, the 13th, which will be Sunday, the full moon coming up, which is going to be a very powerful full moon as we transition into these portals of the 1111, the 1212, which will be a 12-12-12, and the 12-21 for the solstice, this final leap. It keeps coming through the field, 12-21. So we'll take a minute here before I start the transmission to quiet the mind. We'll do a quick couple-minute meditation. You can pause this to go deep within. So if you want to sit with your spine gently straight, and close your eyes and take a deep breath. Breathe in the heavenly chi, the holy chi, the prana, the life force, the energy, deep into the lower dantian. And as you release, breathe in and out the nose. Let go into the stillness. Let go into the emptiness. And we breathe in the heavenly chi from above through the crown. And as the mind becomes quiet, you may feel the crown opening. You may feel a tingling, letting go into that feeling. You could see a violet flame in the center of your vessel, in the center of your avatar, glowing brightly. So relax into your breath, going deeper and deeper into that stillness. With each exhalation as you breathe out, letting go of the past, letting go of the false self, letting go of the negative thoughts, any negative feelings, release, 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 letting go, going deeper and deeper, deeper within. And smile into that violet flame as it blazes through your heart center, expanding out to the ends of the universe. The violet ray of Saint Germain. And you could pause this video and take a few minutes as you go deeper into the stillness, letting go, becoming quiet, becoming more relaxed with each breath you take, and feeling that violet flame, that violet ray, the violet light consume you, consume your awareness, becoming one with that violet ray, the violet flame of Saint Germain, And let it blaze and blaze and blaze. Today's transmission from Archangel Michael through Celia Fenn, Awakening and Illumination, October 2019 to January 2020. Beloved family of light, we have reached a moment that many of you have waited for and asked for many lifetimes. There is a wave of cosmic light approaching your planet that will activate a great awakening on the earth. Even now, many of you have felt that wave as it began to approach at the September equinox. This energy is so intense that it causes physical symptoms as many as your body seeks to integrate and balance. The rising energy will be felt at the 1010 portal on the 10th of October, and it will continue to intensify as the major 1111 Stargate on the 11th of November. Then it will continue on to the 1212 on the 12th of December and the 2112 on the 21st December solstice, and will culminate on the 12th of January, which will be 1/12/2020, when Saturn and Pluto move into conjunction in the sign of Capricorn. At each of these important nexus points, more of the new divine masculine will be revealed on the earth. It will be the divine masculine that will lead the way in creating new structures for the new earth. This is the role of the divine masculine, to create structure for the flow of the divine wisdom of Sophia, the divine feminine essence of wisdom and light. It will indeed be a powerful, intense, and awe-inspiring shift on many levels. 1010, initiation into the Great Awakening timeline, time spiral. The great disturbance that so many of you have already begun to feel is the establishing and energizing of the Great Awakening timeline for October 2019 to January 2020. When a powerful new timeline is energized, other alternate timelines collapse and fall away. On the 10th of October, the 1010, this wave of awakening will be initiated and will begin the process of bringing forth a new group of souls to join the planetary awakening process and accelerate the manifestation of the new Earth. This may create shock waves in the fabric of time-space that can cause physical symptoms, but know, beloved ones, that closing timelines and activating new timelines, time spirals, is an activity that is undertaken with spiritual and collective consensus as being for the highest good of the earth at this time. As the next segment of the timeline is energized, these shock waves may intensify. It will be these intense waves of diamond light codes, golden Christ consciousness codes, and divine heart frequencies from the angelic and star nations that will begin to initiate this great awakening on earth. The first stirrings of the great awakening at this new timeline begins to energize the initiations of light. There will be two levels of events. At the first level, those of you who are way showers and are already awakened will be called and propelled into wider and greater levels of service on the planet. At the second level, very ordinary people will suddenly awaken and feel disoriented and shocked as their perception of reality changed radically, almost overnight. The large second group of awakeners will need you, the first level of way-showers, to guide them through this process. According to your soul contracts, this is the purpose for which you have chosen to be on the earth at this time. And as a side note from myself, many people, including myself, have had visions of this, being an assistance to those that are not fully prepared or prepared at all for this great shift that we're going through, that we are here to assist them to navigate through that unknown state of consciousness for them. For us, most of us have been going through it many, many years and are prepared and used to these energy waves coming in. So, beloved family of light, this is not the time to shrink back or think small. It is time to step up and be the self-empowered beings and community leaders that you are. As you make yourself available for expanded service as a teacher or healer, so Spirit will guide those who have need to you. As you work with these ones, it will also be good to remember how important it also is to take care of yourself and your own process. As the newly awakened ones shift across into the New Earth timeline spiral, they will feel physical, mental, and emotional symptoms that will feel like some kind of breakdown. For this is in fact the process of breaking down the old, due to that so that the new can emerge. Their old support systems in the old timeline will have collapsed and broken down, and they will feel as if they are falling into a void of nothingness. It will be your task to be the light that guides them to anchor in the new earth grids and to find their soul family or tribe in this new time-space reality. Those of you that are at the first level, the first wave of awakening, will find that you are receiving new understandings and new gifts of healing. Your light body system will accelerate to the point where you will explore and develop new techniques of quantum light and sound healing similar to those used by shamanic practitioners to shift and heal energies and soul fractures. The 1111 initiations, starfire and angelic frequencies. In 2017 at the 1111 Gateway, the planet received a powerful wave of angelic frequencies and light codes from the Elohim and the Seraphim. At this year's 1111, there will be another powerful wave of light initiations from the stellar and cosmic councils of light. This will be an initiation of starfire light codes that will rapidly raise the frequencies on Earth to accelerate the awakening that is taking place. The 1111 portal is under the guardianship of the Pleiadians and is on the same astrological axis as the 5-5 gateway, that of Taurus and Scorpio, and is associated with the awakening of the Buddha and with the spiritual energies of the collective awareness. At this time, a powerful transmission of starfire light codes will be received on Earth in the form of a light sound wave that will be an initiation and an activation of the newly energized New Earth time spiral. This will not be received as a single wave, but as a series of waves, each carrying different codes or instructions from the Divine Heart to activate the New Earth in the consciousness of the collective. At this time, those who have agreed at the soul level to awaken will still be activated by these waves and will suddenly awaken to join this rising wave of new consciousness. Those of you who work with the light codes and language of light will be empowered and guided to translate these codes for the benefit of those in your tribe and community. You may feel guided to paint, draw, sound, sing, or dance these starfire codes into physical manifestation. At this time of the 1111, the Pleiadians will be very active in working with you to assist you to activate the human, angelic template and embody the soul in divine love as proof of this process. As specialists in human, animal, and planet DNA on Earth, they will guide you through light code activations and collective activations. The Arcturians have also been commissioned to guide a multi-representational group that will work with Earth, including Lyrans, Syrians, and Andromedans. These ones will assist with their particular means of light communication and connection. At the 1111, you may therefore feel guided to join a group or community to experience the Starfire Light Code initiations as a group. You may also feel drawn to channel these codes in some way and to keep a record of the information that is given to you in these codes in a journal. The angelic beings, the Elohim, and the Seraphim will continue to empower transmissions of the angelic frequencies of light and color to support these initiations and the awakening process in general. Timelines, space-time, and slowing down the tempo of life. Beloved ones, as the waves of light codes arrive on Earth, there will be another acceleration in the space-time field as consciousness is raised yet again. To many, this will be perceived as time moving even faster, and they may feel the urge to try to move even faster on the physical plane to keep up with the increase in frequency in space-time. This will not be recommended, dear ones, as what is needed is to slow down and allow the body to align with natural space-time, which is a natural frequency of nature, divine source code, on your planet. At this time on your planet, you have two expressions of time. The one is, as mentioned, natural time that spirals in harmony with the space-time field and vibrates at the frequency of the divine heart. The second is artificial or linear time that is anchored in mechanical illusion and hurtles forward, ever increasing in momentum as it moves further from natural time and the spiral movement of the galaxy. That is why it is so beneficial to spend time in nature. You allow your cells and your DNA to resonate with natural time and to slow down physically so that you can experience the higher frequencies of light codes from the divine heart. To meditate and to do ceremony in nature is to align with natural time through focus and intention, and will assist you to integrate and embody these light codes without undue disturbance to your physical body system or overstimulation of your nervous system and your emotional and mental bodies. The role of the emerging new divine masculine, as these new starfire light codes are received by the divine feminine, Sophia consciousness, the divine masculine, or rather the new divine masculine, will have the task of creating form and structure for this new wisdom to be expressed and experienced. In this 4-month period of the starfire waves, the planets Saturn and Pluto will be moving towards each other for their date of conjunction on the 12th of January 2020. This movement takes place in the house of Capricorn, a masculine energy. This magnetic conjunction of Saturn, structure, and Pluto, transformation, creates a vortex for the dismantling of the old masculine energy structures and the birthing of forms of expression for the new masculine. The form and structure of the new masculine is already emerging in the expression of compassion and love for the planet that is being expressed through many young people, the crystal children who are finding their voice and expressing what they feel to the older generations. Soon they will be joined by diamond children who will have an even stronger expression of the new divine masculine Christ consciousness energy and a need to prepare a path for the new earth, which is their sole mission as representatives of the diamond light on earth. So we wish you a wonderful journey into these new light codes and new ways of being as you stand on the threshold of this powerful new earth time spiral. Move forward with confidence and joy, knowing that this is the time that you have waited for. This is from Celia Fenn from StarChildGlobal.com. Now today from Elizabeth Peru. We're entering a week where the full moon, pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde and great planetary alignment of the cosmic kite all combine to open up our inner whole sight, our eye of Horus, the hawk eye. It's exciting news. 1010 Global Power Day, dear Cosmic Community. This Thursday is a special day for each of us. We've been building towards it ever since October began. 10 is the frequency of culmination. Have you felt an urgency to follow through, complete, and shift procrastination? When we amplify 10 to the power of 10, enormous possibilities awaken within us. Remember that soul is instinctively aligned with the vibration of numbers, the signals of the universe. This day will elevate and expand many and potentially be too much for some. It all depends on how well you can accept your inevitable rewards. Breaking energy update. Wow, have you felt the energy pull on your mind and body this week? Even with the great cosmic kite planetary formation in our skies, which is impacting our eyesight, helping us to see the bigger picture, we're also being physically and mentally affected by the low Schumann frequencies, Earth's heartbeat. Remember that on September 20th, the resonance shot up to 99 Hertz. We've been assimilating this huge dose of light ever since, which is why my all-new tip-off global energy forecast for October 11th to 17 went down to the wire today. So this is from ElizabethPeru.com. Today from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 90, White Crystal Dog. So it's the 90 for the 1010 portal. Crystal is the name for the number 12, and its key words are cooperate, dedicate, and universalize. The 12th day of a wave spell is all about getting together with like-minded people to share experiences. It's also a great day for working in a team and being dedicated to doing things as a group rather than trying to do things on your own. Traditionally, we hold a crystal court on the 12th day where we discuss the current wave spell and speculate what to expect for the next one. I've been hosting one in my home for 3 years now, and it's great for sharing stories and observations. Today is White Dog, which represents love, loyalty, and heart. Dog days are all about giving all you got, putting your heart into whatever you are doing, no matter how important or trivial. Dog energy is tenacious, therefore much can be achieved on these days. Of course, dog also represents love, so if you love what you do, that's even better. And this also means that we should all strive to have a bigger heart today and be more loving to all you encounter. as it is a crystal day that suggests that cooperating with a team and putting your heart into that can yield great results. These two energies are well matched today, so to get the most out of this great combination, find your people and have a group hug. That's what it's all about. Now from the Dream Spell Journey by Volum Votan and Bolonic, Kin 90, Crystal Love. Today's Kin 90, Crystal Dog, is synchronizing with 5 Kan, 5 Korn, in the ancient Maya Tzolk'in count, real time, which is equivalent to 5 Seed, Kin 44, in the Dream Spell count. Kin 44 marked the 5th year of the Telektanon prophecy. It also unified time of the discovery of the tomb of Queen Zakbua Jaw of Palenque, the consort of King Pakal. The tomb discovered on 16th of May 1994. Dream Spell Kin 178 plus Maya Real-Time 9 Kimi. Kin 126 equaling 304 minus 260. Kin 44. Number 44 equaling 22 plus 22, or 11 plus 11 plus 11 plus 11. It contains Bolonics Kin 22 plus Volum's Kin 11, the twin crystal archetypes. 10th of October 2019, NS1.32.3.21, Kin 90, White Crystal Dog. The mantra for the day, the code, I dedicate an order to love. Universalizing loyalty, I seal the process of heart with the crystal tone of cooperation. I am guided by the power of spirit. Harmonic 23, magnetic process, formulate free will of purpose. So thank you all for joining me today on this galactivation portal of the 1010-2019, 1010 activation portal. Let us know in the comments below what you experienced today and through these energies coming in. Whenever you're listening to us, let us know what you're experiencing, what you're seeing, what you're feeling. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us, and I'd like to thank everyone that have connected with myself and our team on the mission for the Healing Retreat Center in Ecuador, South America, which is in the process of research and development, and connecting with other Lightworkers, Loveworkers, Starseeds through this realm to be able to manifest this blueprint for healing retreat centers and sustainable communities around the world. So I appreciate you all for joining me on that. And if you'd like to join us in raising funds, we're using a CBD business. You can join us at cbdpeaceoil.com. You can learn more about the Healing Retreat Center on our website, primedisclosure.com. Click on the Tao de Ecuador Healing Retreat at the top, the page, to learn more about this mission, this vision I've had for many years. And if you already joined us in our CBD business, you can connect with our group on Facebook by doing a search for CBD Team Ecuador and send an invite with your username in there, and we'll connect you to our group, to our team. So I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day through these galactivation portals and into the new earth, into these timelines of merging all into the one, all into the now of the still center. So have an amazing day. Keep walking your path with heart, beloved beings of light. I love you all. Namaste.